Consider a symphony of color, absent of subjectivity and rather separate from this material world. Dilute reality with harmonious color in order to create an expressive melody. Consider, for example, my composition 7, where the fluidity of line and form converge, developing repetitious verses that mimic life's objectivity. As I perceived the great biblical flood, I connected to the spiritual world, as are my tendencies to return to intuition. You see, it is very important that you employ your inner being when composing your next work. As a member of the Blue Rider, I concerned myself with the spiritual dimension and found through it the power of expression. You must allow yourself to test the boundary of form and experiment with these elements. Strive to display emotion as I have, amongst a vast whirlwind of color forms, establishing a dense impression of your environment. Allow color to stand alone. Ignore imagery and move into the picture itself. Take it from the top. Let your soul be the snare that catches inspiration. Devour this material world and allow the abstraction of what remains to coexist among the canvas.
For spiritual inspiration, I've realized that it cannot be reached through empirical means. Thus, I have turned to nature in order to reflect the purest forms of spirituality. The Theosophical Society, of which I am a member, has taught me to become in tune with certain things in nature, such as line, awareness, intuition, harmony, and rhythm. And I have expressed this in my simplistic painting, composition in yellow, red, and blue. I mean, to even begin to approach the spiritual in art, one must make as little use as possible of reality, because reality is opposed to the spiritual. To me, this is the only way to reach the divine, or at least to portray it in this reality. By using hard edges to make a boundary that contains different vertical and horizontal primary colors, I have successfully reached the spiritual level of expressing forces of matter and spirit.
Having trouble finding inspiration? Look around you. Inspiration is everywhere. I found inspiration when I traveled to Europe. Looking back to the Renaissance period, I realized that their religious paintings are not only for religious purposes, but the spiritual aspect that is involved in creating such masterpieces. Art is primarily about expression and developing spirituality. I believe that the most spiritual part of the painting is in the confrontation of the piece itself. Close interaction rewards you with a sense of intimacy. I feel that the scale and color relation play a big role in creating this intimate and essentially meditative state. If you look at my piece, White and Greens and Blue, I simplify my paintings to the basic essential shape floating on an ambiguous and shifting colored background. Without any central focus and large scale, my paintings have been designed to engulf the viewer. Synesthesia plays a big role in my pieces as well. I strive for my paintings to sing to the viewer in a harmonic manner. My main interest is in painting the basic human emotions. I do so through color. Color in my pieces is an instrument in finding these basic emotions, and you may find that this is what you want to do. My later works have had a dark mood, further expressing my belief that art can convey a sense of tragedy, ecstasy, and doom. Painting in itself is a spiritual journey. In order to find the peace in your paintings that you say you are searching for, you must first succumb to the spirituality within you.
In my earlier sculptures, I was concerned with the idea of art as object. I would create objects for myself which had no intention of being anything. But through the process of art making, it did indeed become something. I make allusions to the dualities of earth, sky, matter, spirit, the conscious and the unconscious, and the body and mind in my work, hoping to influence the viewers of my sculptures to think about the human condition and the meaning of experience. By specifically invoking the void, I am able to get my viewers to think past the realm of physicality and think of a world that is more spiritual. In the 1990s, I began to work with the material of stainless steel. It has a highly reflective surface which allows the viewers to become part of the object. For an example of this is when I built Cloudgate for You Bloody Americans. It is a warped object that presents a distorted reflection. By placing it in the center of downtown Chicago, it distorts the city skyline and gives the viewer an alternate experience of where they are, ultimately providing an opportunity for a spiritual connection. hoping to influence the viewers of my art. Damn it. God damn it.